everyone, this is the Bearded Zeno, and this is going to be my review for the Star Wars The Force Awakens trailer. Damn it. Where the hell are my glasses? Alright, first all I'm going to do is just a little recap of the events of the trailer and just talk you through what I think of each scene. And just go ahead and start through it back up. I got it on mute, but you haven't seen it enough times to know what's going on. And just playing it now. And you might hear my mouse click every once in a while. And it starts with blackness, very long blackness, like a good 3 seconds. And then first image that we see is of Tatooine, I'm assuming, and it's at least a desert planet. And you hear Benedict Cumberbatch's voiceover, which is so awesome. But it does sound a little weird. They got some kind of voice enhancements on it, but it makes it sound like Benedict Cumberbatch actually has a cold, which is weird. I don't know, really weird. But moving on. Stormtrooper pops up out of nowhere. I'm assuming it's a Stormtrooper. It could be, somebody in Stormtrooper armor, and walks out of frame, all disheveled, like out of breath. And then it cuts to a soccer ball droid, which is weird. And then now here's the biggest gripe for me. I gotta pause. The Stormtrooper sequence inside, I'm gonna just call it a dropship for now because aliens association with that. Where you see the flashing lights, the shaky cam, the really quick jump cuts. That is the weakest and worst part of the trailer for me. The first time I watched that, I'm like, oh, I don't know how this is going to go. Oh, I don't like this. Really, it set me off that much. Because it doesn't feel like Star Wars. It really doesn't. I'll look at that and it just doesn't feel like Star Wars. I love the new redesign for the Stormtroopers. Love the new redesign. But it's just the way that was either shot or edited. For the trailer, it makes it really incoherent, and I don't like it. I don't like the way it was presented in the trailer. Now, the movie is a year out from now. I feel like something was touching me. The movie is a year out from now, so, obviously they're still working on it. And I highly doubt it's going to be exactly like that in the movie, for God's sakes. We only see like 60 seconds of the actual film in this trailer, so. But still, J.J. Abrams, if you're watching this, which I highly doubt, but if you are, please don't do any editing like that. I can handle shaky cam when it's done right, but the way it was edited here, with the jump cuts and the flashing lights, no. No, not a big fan. Not a big fan of that at all. Anyways, moving on. We see a shot of a new female character who is very, very beautiful. And I'm assuming she is, of the lineage of one of the main characters from the original trilogy. She's on a speeder bike. She speeds off. And then it cuts to one of the new characters. Forgot the actor's name, but we don't know the actual character's name. And he's a Rebel X-Wing pilot. And oh my god, this is so cool. It shows 3 X-Wings skimming a lake. And that is so cool. I really love this thing. When this first popped up, I'm like, hell yeah, we in Star Wars. You sold me. I'm good. I'm going to see this no matter what. You got an X-Wing. I got to go. I mean, as soon as I saw the droid, I'm like, oh yeah, we're Star Wars. The Stormtroopers, even though it was really incoherent, I'm like, yeah, we're in Star Wars. But this, you see that iconic X-Wing, even though it is redesigned, I really do love the new redesign, by the way. You see this, you're like, Star Wars. And you can't help but just well up inside of pride. Like, this is something I love, I really love the shot. And then it cuts to I'm just going to quote unquote, dark Jedi in the snow. And here's the biggest talking point for this trailer. You either love it or you hate it. It's his new lightsaber. And I gotta talk a few points about this real quick. A lot of people are really talking about the hilt of it. Like the two jutters sticking out. First, when I saw this, I'm like, that seems a bit over the top. It doesn't really have a practical purpose, I thought. And then a friend of mine, Zur, had pointed out, yeah, he's not going to get his hand cut off. I'm like, whoa, wait. So you mean it's like a handguard? Yeah, which makes total sense. It really, really does. Because you notice every time somebody's sword fighting and they get their hand cut off in any of these films, it's because it slips down the blade and it gets the best of them. This way, it literally can catch you like, not today, bitch. So, that's a really genius idea, if that's what that's used for. And I'm pretty positive that he's right on that, because that just makes total sense. And another thing people are talking about is the actual blade of it. It's not a solid beam of light. Now, either J.J. Abrams has completely redesigned the way lightsabers work in general, and is going to piss off a lot of people, or this is a crude amateur version of a lightsaber, which actually makes sense. Because the blade's a lot thinner, it's fiery, it looks unstable. This looks like something that somebody who didn't really have any training in the way of the Sith, he just kind of grew into become a Sith. Like something Tony Stark would build in a cave, basically. That's what it's like, Like, he didn't have too many resources, just did what he could with what he had, and that's what it looks like. I don't think this is, a professional, master weapon from the Jedi Alliance or anything like that. So I think that's why it looks like that. And also, I like the way the hilt is, because it's handguard. That's so cool. Anyways, moving on, and we move to the yes. I can't help but smile so big every time I see this. Oh, okay. Gotta stop being a 5-year-old again. Okay. We get the money shot of the Millennium Falcon doing a barrel roll, doing a spin around, and coming back around and passing 2 TIE fighters. All with the classic sounds, the classic music, and just the way that the shot was tracked was so beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah, a lot of people, they didn't really have any faith in J.J. Abrams. They didn't know if he could do this or not. And, well, I pretty much knew that he could do it because he's already directed 2 Star Wars movies. Star Trek and Star Trek Into Darkness. So, it's perfect! I mean, you see the same good action that he brought to those Star Trek films to this. And he was just making Star Wars movies. He even admitted that he was just making Star Wars movies with those Star Trek. So, this is what he was born to do. Now, when I first watched this trailer, I just got the impression that it looked like really good fan fiction. Just like that this doesn't look like Hollywood level production quality or anything like that. But the more I watched it, the more I fell in love. And I gotta readjust my hat. The more I noticed more details, the more I just kind of appreciated it. I still don't like that Stormtrooper sequence. I don't like that whatsoever. Please don't put shit like that in the movie, JJ, please. I don't like shaky cam when it's that bad. I mean, I know you're the master of shaky cam, but you don't have to outdo yourself. Just do your normal thing, okay? You snuck a few lens flares in there, but it's okay. I like lens flares. But I really did enjoy this trailer. Once, I like on my 30th viewing is like when I really just like, I like this. Because it took me that long to process it. Do I like this? Do I hate this? Is this okay? I mean, the first time I watched it, I was like, huh. Okay. I wasn't exactly sure what to think. And I think it's mainly that Stormtrooper sequence that really threw me off. Just because that just didn't seem like really good Star Wars. You know, you look at that, you're like, okay, is this just a generic, war movie from today? Is that what this is? Because that's what it looks like. But, the rest of this trailer is 100% Star Wars. Just from the moment that guy in the Stormtrooper outfit raises his head up in frame to the time the Millennium Falcon passes the TIE Fighters, this is pure Star Wars. Now, what this trailer could have used? Familiar faces. I think that's the biggest thing that it was lacking. The only real familiar face that we saw was the Millennium Falcon, and that's a ship. We didn't see any of the original cast whatsoever, which makes me kind of worried that they're going to rely heavily on the new cast, and the old cast is just going to be supporting characters, and I don't know how I feel about that, especially since this is probably going to be the last movie for a couple of the characters, I don't know. I want to have justice, because this is Star Wars. This is the continuation of the story. They need at least one full movie. You know what I mean? I wish there would have been more familiar faces, but the footage couldn't have been ready yet. This was 60 seconds of like a 2-hour movie, so this was 1 minute out of 120, so or more even. So yeah. Anyways, like I said, I ended up liking the trailer. No, loving the trailer. I ended up loving the trailer. It just took me a couple viewings to get there because I had to process what was I seeing. Because I wasn't quite sure. Anyways, I've been the Bearded Zeno for Clicking Phoenix Entertainment. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about the video, leave them down there in the comment section down below. Let me know what you thought about the trailer down below in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.